There's no arguing with the fact that Pixar movies are genius.
Oh, my back!
From fictional planets to adorable puppies to monsters we don't mind having under our beds, Pixar has solidified both their animation style and brought amazing stories to our screens. Not only that, but they have a little fun foreshadowing future Pixar films within the films we watch, since it takes years to make a film and those are already underway. Well, friends, we found little Easter eggs about future Pixar projects within some of our favorite films, and we're going to be talking about them today. Before we dive right in, go ahead and click subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you'll never miss out on our future videos. And give this video a thumbs up if your favorite Pixar movie had a hidden Easter egg. Here we go! Okay, I had to start with not one, but two of my favorite Pixar movies, Monsters, Inc. and Finding Nemo. Boo is so beyond cute with her tiny voice and her little mannerisms. Well, Monsters, Inc. in all its brilliant glory had a whopping 3 references foreshadowing Finding Nemo. When Sully is in Boo's room and she's grabbing a bunch of toys, she hands him a clownfish. Of course, the brand of clownfish in Finding Nemo is so undeniably recognizable to us all now. Wait, if clownfish are so easy to spot for us, how about predators in the water? Ooh, that makes me so sad I can't even think about it.
Fish are friends, not food.
Except stinking dolphins.
Dolphins! Yeah, they think they're so cute.
Well, the other 2 references aren't as obvious as the first. When Mike takes his little bae to a restaurant, you see a painting of a clownfish behind the chef. Even less obvious? When Randall is banished into the abyss, there's a teeny tiny little model Nemo within the portal. Like I said, 2 of my favorite films overlapping, I'm there. And when we watched Monsters, Inc., we didn't even know we'd be totally in love with Finding Nemo a full 2 years later. Well, Finding Nemo teased us with a future film as well. The film took place mostly underwater, but if you recall, there definitely are moments above water, like the dentist's office where we meet our friends in the fish tank.
Too loud for me!
I don't know about you, but my favorite is the starfish plastered against the side of the tank. Something about that is hilarious to me.
What do we got?
Root canal, and by the looks of those x-rays, it's not gonna be pretty.
If you take a super close look at the little boy who looks like a deer caught in the headlights, you'll see that the comic he's reading has a picture of none other than the amazing, incredible Mr. Incredible. Oh, yeah, okay, I didn't need that Incredible in there, it's already his name, I know. Well, of course, we didn't know what that was yet. We thought it was just a random fictional comic within the film, but if we've learned anything, it's that Pixar always has a plan.
Hello?
You shouldn't have come back, cowboy. They've cracked down hard since you left.
There are so many amazing Pixar films and Easter eggs to discuss that it's hard to narrow them all down. But friends, let's talk about Cars 2.
My name is Mater, and I'll be your waiter. Mater the waiter.
At the pub in London, ye turn left in, you can find a portrait of some familiar faces above the fireplace. Yes, I could recognize that wild red hair anywhere. The image is of the super brave Merida from, well, Brave, plus her triplet siblings and her parents. Okay, I'm realizing a lot of thought went into their movie titles as well. The coolest part? Since we're in Cars and there are no humans to be found anywhere, Merida, the triplets, and her parents, although recognizable now as Pixar characters, are actually in the form of cars. Like, they're literally cars, you guys. And those tiny triplets as vehicles is a new kind of cuteness I didn't know I needed. We probably wouldn't have even noticed if there were humans on the tapestry in the Cars world, but consistency for the creators is always key. What do you think? Do you notice the little photos and posters in the background during films, or are you always too engrossed with what's happening with our favorite characters to notice? Definitely let us know in the comments. Well, moving on to Cars 3. There were multiple references to Coco in this movie, and I know I'm not the only one who bawled while watching the heartwarming Coco. It gave me all the feels. Well, Cruz Ramirez uses what's essentially like a gym TV as positive motivation. And what's the image on the screen? To us, it looked like a nice, peaceful-looking town that we would all like to get away to. but it's actually Santa Cecilia, sure enough from Coco. Well, the race car responds, Santa Cecilia, mi pueblo.
Santa Cecilia, mi pueblo.
So if there was any doubt that it was indeed the same town, that doubt should be gone by now. We love how much music there is in so many Pixar films.
Who's ready for some música?
And in the scene where the band is playing in Cars 3, you can see a little guitar on the wall behind them. Well, at that point it seemed pretty unremarkable, right? Well, the design of the guitar is indeed Miguel's from Coco, which is just another foreshadow into the beautiful world of the movie we hadn't yet watched at the time. Well, we referred to The Incredibles earlier, right? The train doesn't stop there. The Incredibles 2 was an awesome movie that had fans so excited. But friends, our favorite family of superheroes was indeed celebrated in Coco, and if you blinked, you might have missed it. However, since we were already familiar with The Incredibles at the time, maybe you did notice it. On their way to the talent show in the land of the dead, we see a super subtle poster on the wall featuring The Incredibles. Well, this was indeed paying homage to both the original film and The Incredibles 2, yet to arrive. Although it is kind of eerie, why are the Incredibles famous in the land of the dead? Unless they're not human superheroes, but just a bunch of ghosts who fight crime? Okay, that sounds like a discussion for maybe another video, another day. Well, Inside Out came out after Monsters University, but there were actually no references to Inside Out in the sequel featuring our favorite monsters. There were, however, references to The Good Dinosaur. Well, the thing is, behind the scenes, Inside Out and The Good Dinosaur's release dates were switched. So we found ourselves with some Easter eggs for a film that didn't come immediately afterwards. Just goes to show that even as perfect Pixar seems, life happens and things do change. No worries at all, it's still super exciting to see the Good Dinosaur reference within the higher education adventures of Mike and Sully. In the final round of the scare competition, we see one of the monsters, looking extremely bored and tired, might I add, sweeping up some of the toys in the scare simulator. Well, if you look carefully, friends, you can see Arlo and his friends as little toy characters. The tiny green dinosaur has never been cuter than in the toy version. It may look like just another dinosaur, but surrounded by his friends, the characters from the movie, we know that it is, in fact, Arlo and the gang. Well, Inside Out then, of course, also had references to The Good Dinosaur since it was actually the next film coming up in the world of Pixar. It's always so cool to see how they bring in characters we don't even know yet, which makes us want to go back and look for more hidden Easter eggs now that we've seen the movies that came later. Well, when exploring Riley's emotions, we see a statue version of Woodbrush in her memories of San Francisco with her family, and a little tail that we think might just be Arlo's. The Good Dinosaur, bringing good memories back. So friends, there you have it. Pixar has mastered the art of hidden gems within their films, and we just love looking back now and realizing how much fun they had leaving those little Easter eggs for us to find later. What other Easter eggs have you discovered in Pixar films that we didn't include here? Leave us a comment below. As usual, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell as we bring you more juicy info, gossip, and speculation about the shows and stars you know and love. Until next time!